Management is management, right? I recently polled a population of project managers to ask the musical question, how much or how little domain knowledge is needed to be an effective project manager? Greetings, I'm Dr. Will, and welcome to Dr. Will's Software Project Leadership channel, where we focus on building real software to solve real problems. I've actually heard senior executives express the notion that managing is a universal skill, one whose principles can be as easily applied to software as, say, construction. Most project managers thought how much domain knowledge is needed depends on the domain. None of them thought that the answer was none. If you're already subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. Appreciate that. If you'd like more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell below to be notified when new content is available. And if you're interested in having your particular project discussed a bit with me, just sign up for a free 15-minute chat. Software or technology projects often require two different forms of domain knowledge. First is domain knowledge of the unique principles and characteristics of software and technology. For example, what is being constructed, the software itself, cannot be measured directly in any meaningful way. So how can you measure how well or how poorly you're doing? The second is the domain knowledge of the problem domain the software solution is being built or customized for. In some cases, for example, real-time embedded systems, the depth of knowledge of the problem domain is crucial to building any kind of solution at all. In other cases, you can figure out things as you go, but you will be slower and more prone to make mistakes than somebody who has more domain knowledge. The software domain knowledge is important to be able to make any sense of the project plan, its constraints and limitations, and the overall feasibility of the approach and realism of the staffing and schedule. So a non-technical technology or software project leader is going to face three significant challenges that have to be handled somehow. The first is bewilderment, being overwhelmed, dazed and confused, Pache Led Zeppelin, by the amount of arcane knowledge shielded in layers of jargon, not to mention BS, that puts the project leader behind the eight ball every time the discussion drifts into technical aspects of the job. The second is what I like to call the twos. The twos are things like software is too expensive, it's too late, it's too buggy. Lacking software domain knowledge, understanding the cost, schedule, and quality impact of decisions that are being made can be incomprehensible and thus difficult to explain or take to project management or to higher management or to the customer. The third is the inherent risks of software or technology projects. Developing software is definitely risky business, and it has led some, in particular DeMarco and Lister, to call risk management, quote, project management for adults. What risks are common? What risks are unique to technology projects? A project leader with extensive problem domain knowledge, but who lacks software technology domain knowledge, can sometimes be more of a burden than a help to a project because they may understand the problem domain and its jargon so well that they won't realize that the technical team may be struggling with the concepts. It's the common knowledge problem. That's where they say, it's common knowledge. I'll end with a quote from Charles Darwin. Yes, the guy for whom the award was named. Quote, ignorance more frequently begets confidence than does knowledge. Close quote. Which pretty much sums up the Dunning-Kruger effect we talked about in episode 40. This channel is dedicated to helping software projects succeed, not just in the short term, but in the long. So if you'd like more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell below to be notified when new content becomes available. Also, if you have any questions, concerns, issues, complaints, put them in a comment. Be happy to entertain them. And don't forget, if you're interested in having your project considered and discussed a bit, there's a link in the show notes to schedule a 15-minute free consult with me. That's it for me, for you, for now. I hope you have a great day and a great week ahead. You be careful out there. I'll be seeing you. Bye.